Everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Miss Joanna. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of my family's favorite side dishes. It's roasted vegetables. And I love this dish because when we cook it at such a high temperature at 425 that the vegetables retain all their vitamins and minerals, antioxidants, and the sugar that's in the vegetables. The sugar is released and it gives it like a sweet, nutty taste. So I have about 2 crowns of broccoli here. The crowns are the bunches. And I have 1 red bell pepper that I'm going to finish cutting up. I have 2 green zucchinis. You can use the green or the yellow. And I have carrots and onion. Everything here I bought at the supermarket and it's all local, except the carrots. I'm not sure where in the country they came from. And I like that because then I know it's nice and fresh. So let me finish cutting up this red bell pepper. And I'll put it right in here. So when you're cutting these vegetables, since we're going to be roasting them all together, we want to make sure that we cut them all about the same size. That way they all cook evenly. So I am just cutting these bite size. If you have a little one in your house, you probably want to cut these a little smaller. I'm going to add my bell pepper. So here I have my broccoli, my red bell pepper. I'm going to add my zucchini in. And of course I washed all of this. Just like fruit, we want to make sure when we're using vegetables, cooking with vegetables, that we wash them really well first. I washed and dried them. So now I add my carrots and onions. Give it like a little stir here. So what I'm going to put on this is a little bit of olive oil and a little salt and pepper, and then some fresh garlic. So here I have olive oil. I'm going to add maybe, I don't know, let's say about 3 tablespoons. And now I'm going to add my garlic. I have 1 clove of garlic cut up. I'm just going to add that in. And this is my black pepper. It's about half a teaspoon. And then my salt. Again, I'm not going to use a lot of salt. I'm going to use maybe a 1/4 teaspoon. Salt helps bring out the flavor when we're cooking, but it's also not too good for us. So I just use a little bit just to add a little flavor. And now I'm going to stir this up really well. We want to make sure after we wash the vegetables that we let them dry. So I washed them earlier today and then I left them on the counter to dry because, as we know, oil and water don't mix well. So if there's water in there, the oil won't stick to the veggies too well. Okay, so I have that mixed up. Doesn't that look beautiful? You can just eat that raw. So I have my tray here. It's the regular cookie tray. And I put a piece of parchment paper here. I use this for when I'm baking cookies and all. You don't have to do that. It's just easier cleanup for me when I'm done. So I'm going to put all of this out on the tray. So this is really good for children because, like I said, the sugar is released and it gives it like a really nice, sweet, nutty flavor. And you can give this to children over 8 months because of the garlic and onion. You want to wait till after 8 months. But the olive oil is safe for children. It actually promotes good, healthy growth. So you can either cut them up tiny. I wouldn't give a toddler or an older infant this size, but you can cut them smaller for them if you have little ones at home, or you can even puree them or smash them up. The kids would really love it. When my little Nicky, my youngest, was little, he would not eat a vegetable. He would not eat anything, especially if it was green. So when I started cooking this, guess what his favorite vegetable is now? Broccoli. He eats it. He loves this dish. So try it with your little ones. Okay, so we have it all mixed up. Isn't it beautiful? I just love it. I'm going to put it in the oven. I preheated my oven to 425. Remember, we always want to preheat. That way when we're ready to put something in, it's already at the temperature we want. going to put this in. I'm going to set my timer for 20 minutes and I will see you back in 20 minutes. Okay, it's been 20 minutes, time to take our veggies out. So we've had them roasting in here at a high temperature, 425, which is very high. And you can see the little broccoli is toasted on the edges. So I'm going to carefully put this in my back of my bowl that I've washed. Smells so good. So like I said, this would be awesome for little guys because it's so healthy and because of the sweeter taste of the vegetables. I think they would really like it. I know mine did when they were little. Okay, so here's our roasted vegetables. They look yummy. So while that was roasting, I thought instead of just showing you the side dish, I would make a whole dish for you. So I made up some brown rice, and this is how I serve it when we have it for dinner. I put a little rice on the plate, and in here I have some, I took out 2 chicken breasts and I just cut them in little pieces, and then I just sauteed them, put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, and that's it. That's all I put on them. So I'm going to get my chicken and I'll mix my chicken right in with the vegetables. Of course, if you're giving this to little ones, of course you want to cut the chicken much smaller in little bite-sized pieces. Okay, so here we have it. It's kind of like a stir fry. I have my vegetables, I have chicken. Now I'm going to take my vegetables and my chicken and put it right on top of my rice. And I'm telling you, I want you to try this with your little guys, just with your family at home, because I think they will love it. It's really delicious and it's very healthy for them. So for my students on Remind, just shoot me a message telling me, have you ever had roasted vegetables? See you next week.